Dynamic banter. Mike and Steve are gonna do bits and have some fun. Dynamic banter. Honking horns and ringing bells and making good. Dynamic banter. Don't forget the history road on Dynamic banter.
You know, every time I hit record, welcome to the show, everybody. Every time I hit record,
finishing up a drink,
there's a feeling that I did something wrong. And it's not my fault. It's not anybody's fault, except for the fact that sometimes things go wrong. Ooh, ooh. Like Mike, I think we, in our career on Dynamic Banter,
yes,
this is our career at a glance, retrospective episode of Dynamic Banter. Welcome to the show. Have I ever, because I've done this to the Valleyfolk before, and it's an awful feeling. Have we ever done a whole episode and then I go, oh fuck, it stopped recording?
I feel like maybe in the Cloverfields days there was a couple of that, but we had a whole podcast to iron out how to do a podcast before we started this one. And I don't remember any huge snafus. Once in a while, like me and Zoya still record everything, and once in a while 1 out of 3 cameras will be like out of focus or
right.
like corrupted, and then you just lose a whole angle. What's happening? Are you going back in time?
It's my time machine alarm clock. That was my favorite band that did a song for Austin Powers.
Miss Frizzle drove that, right?
Come on into the time machine alarm clock. We're gonna see my parents conceive me. We're gonna see the sperm go to the egg. We're gonna fly into my dad's urethra. Come along, kids. We'll have a good time.
They're all waving at the end of the intro.
Like they're all waving, and there's like 15 of them, little kids, and then the teacher, and they're all waving, and then the camera zooms out of the dad's penis, and it goes out to the
Dude, that's kind of along the same lines as the open eyes, close eyes joke originated, where it's like the whole thing is like they're obsessed with one. There's a world of possibilities, but they're just obsessed with the one thing. We have a time machine alarm clock. Every time we hit it, we can go back to a different time in history. We're gonna see my parents conceive me.
We're gonna see the sperm go to the egg.
Yeah, dude. And then one of the students goes, do you mind if we travel back to the Gettysburg Address? And all the kids are like super happy to maybe see the Gettysburg Address. I'm like, absolutely, children, after today's adventure. 1, 2, 3.
Wait a minute. What did you just say? You wanted to go to see the mongrels in China? Okay. Well, let's take a look. What does it say on your watch? Actually, here, let me look. It says, time to watch my parents conceive me. Yeah, that's what time it is. So let's go. and then like,
every episode, the waving at the end of the intro is like,
yeah, they're like,
the kids don't want to be there anymore.
This is the 8th time we've done this. Why are we coming back?
I want to see dinosaurs.
What did you think of today's lesson, Billy? Well, I was a little bit scared, and I didn't like that we stayed longer after the conception was over, but I guess it's kind of cool that we traveled in time.
Yeah. See you next week, kids.
Like, they're watching, and one of the kids tries to, like, turn on the TV in the room just so that they can, like, see anything else than that again. And
why do we
just,
all
like,
have to be in
the
the
remote
room?
Control out of his hand? Oh no!
without even looking at him.
Yeah, and then one of the kids is like, "Can we go see the Beatles perform?" Maybe. And then there's one kid that's like, "Can we see my parents conceive me?" And then the next episode, that kid's just gone. He's not on the show anymore.
He stops it from happening so he never has to see that ever again.
Yeah. Anyway,
My goodness.
I get
Fun
nervous.
show.
I get nervous that I made a mistake, and I've done it a couple of times with the Valleyfolk, and it feels real bad. Like I think I've accidentally not recorded 2 podcast episodes in like
Full episodes.
Yeah, 2 full episodes that are just lost to time.
You just had a conversation with your friends.
Yeah, exactly. At the end of the day, it's like, you know, and then obviously you feel bad because you're like, man, there were so many good bits in that one.
Uh-huh.
You did the thing about ducks. Now I can't read. How are we going to reproduce the thing about ducks?
No one wrote anything down. Dude, that's kind of like when I leave my house, I'm kind of a forgetful person. So I just always assume that I do not have my keys with me. I could leave the house looking at my keys.
Yeah.
And I'll still be like, oh shit, fuck, who could I call? Who's home right now? Who can help?
But you do the ceremonial butt slap for the wallet butt slap.
Uh-huh.
Classic. And you do the side pockets for phone and keys.
Yeah. The trifecta, I call it.
Yeah. Wallet, phone, and keys. This day is sure to please.
What was the Austin Powers thing?
It's spectacles, testicles,
wallet, and watch.
Mike, I wanted to wish you, and I know that's for everybody else, this is not the case, but for Mike and I right now, I want to wish you a very happy April Fool's Day. Now this is my favorite part of the.
Did you lie to any of your friends today?
You guys make up any fun lies and goof your dad? Who goofed? I want to know who goofed your dad today.
Did you take 3 years off your dad's life by surprising him in a way he wasn't expecting today?
Hey, wait a minute. Who put shaving cream in my shampoo bottle?
Who's switching around all the liquids in the bathroom?
Kaylee, what gives? This isn't my toothbrush.
Who put gasoline in the bathwash?
Someone put someone slapped a slice of cheese on my forehead today at the office, and I never laughed harder in my life.
Someone lied to me about something horrible, and then it didn't happen because it's the first day of April,
and I don't know how to react to it. I don't know how to be. Did
you do pranks? Do we have the same? Sometimes I wonder if we have the same conversation every year.
Of course we do.
Yeah. I don't want that. How can we make this year different?
No one cares, and here's why. Can I tell you why no one cares? Because I'll swear to God to you, Mike, I don't remember what I said, and there is a high percentage chance that I will say something different.
Dude, you know it'd be so funny if we cut
memory,
Yeah, same. But what if we cut back to, like we said, okay, now just to make sure we're gonna play our episode from 3 years ago, and we just start this one over from the beginning. Did anyone ever play a prank on you that you were? What's the reason you hate today? I guess is there a history behind the reason you don't like today?
You know, we're comedians, and we're curmudgeons, and we are basically paid to observe things that people don't maybe spend too much time observing. And whether it's a neuroses or whether it's a true funny bone. But
that's gonna happen every time. I have no idea what just happened.
And like, dude, we've seen like we've seen the fucking companies do like macaroni and cheese is gonna be blue. Starting today. We're changing our Kraft macaroni and cheese from yellow to blue. And it's like,
that's a great example. That's a great example.
I guarantee that was pitched in the room at Kraft. What are we doing for April Fools this year?
How's it about?
Yeah,
what's around?
Okay, what if we really made them believe on April 1st we're changing the macaroni to blue?
You're fired.
I'm gonna check, and that would be the right move.
You're fucking fired.
Let's see if Kraft did anything fun today.
Please, dude, I'll shit my goddamn pants if they said blue macaroni and cheese.
Okay, are you ready?
It's the same joke they made 3 years ago, and it's blue macaroni and cheese.
You asked for it. Now it's here. Introducing Smells Like KD, the essential oil kit. Breathe in the cheesy, comforting aroma of a fresh pot of Kraft dinner anywhere. Smell it in the office, the bedroom, heck, even in the shower, where you'd put your smells like a diffuser. So what they've done here, Mike, if I can show you this. They've made like a
fake ad.
A fake
Tincture.
ad, yeah. And so that's kind of why I get like kind of like uppity about it, because like I wish it was funny.
Yeah.
And I want everything to be funny. And it's just like, when was the last time some kind of April Fool's joke really made you laugh? It's my question.
I'm sincerely trying to think if there's anything I saw this morning. See, the thing about like the way things are now and companies having like a marketing department that's like our age, I guess.
Yeah.
Is that everyone does like, here's Chips Ahoy. They did a thing.
Okay,
today.
I can't wait. What
And it's kind of like, it's not even worth
it's not worth it. Can I guess?
I used to love Chips Ahoy, so I refuse to like fuck them.
Today, for no reason, Chips Ahoy cookies will no longer have chocolate chips in them. It's just gonna be no chocolate chips.
We took them out and we made the cookies part blue.
We're observing the chocolate chip shortage, so we're making our cookies. We're still gonna make our cookies, even though the chocolate chips are there's a shortage of chocolate chips.
You know what used to be really cool actually is when old school YouTube would do like weird stuff and like mess with the homepage in like 2011.
Yeah.
Because no one would expect that, and everyone would be like, "What the fuck is going on?"
I don't remember specific things, but I know what you're talking about. There was stuff like that, and then like Cards Against Humanity would do like some really weird stuff that I thought was like outside of the box. And this company called Think Geek used to do cool like nerdy April Fool's things. Nothing that I could remember specifically, but like nothing has ever been like, no April Fool's joke has ever made me like laugh, like lose my shit.
With the people I grew up with. Sorry, go ahead.
Maybe I've nose breathed a laugh out of something, but I've never like lost my shit for an April Fool's joke.
Yeah. The people I grew up around, it's more like, I'm going to get you. Then like it's more to make them laugh. Right. And I think that's kind of the overall nature. Maybe it's because it's kind of a mean, like one time, I'm sure I've talked about this before, but Zoya, when we were dating and still living in Connecticut, she told me she was pregnant and she was on the phone and she was like crying because she didn't expect it. And we didn't know what to do. She did really well. And she said like that she was locked in the bathroom, and then her sister called me and then was like, "Why is Zoya crying and locking herself in the bathroom? We can't get her to stop crying." And then eventually they were like, April Fools. And I'm like, come on, dude. I was changing my whole life
in
my
your head.
mind. Yeah. And they were like, yeah, we fucking got you.
Yeah, it's not fun to be blindsided by bad
Yeah.
news or good
And
news.
they did get me, but I didn't have a great time.
I guess that's a good point. Like, I guess the spirit of April Fools is to play a trick on somebody, and rarely is it to like make them laugh, the victim. It's more like to make the people who witness it laugh, or to make the person who is inflicting it laugh. And I guess like by that, I've never seen one that's made me laugh hard.
Yeah. It's like a different type of a joke now, because then you have like a corporation or a product that's like everyone's expecting us to play some kind of a trick, but we have to make it like it can't really be at anyone's expense.
Right.
Which kind of makes it very like safe and kind of like the same joke over and over again. Like, here's a fake version of what we would normally do. But also it's like, do we need a belly laugh from Coca-Cola or like whatever? Or is it just cute that they're trying, like when they put polar bears on their shit at Christmas?
I will never
just putting polar bears on April 1st.
I'll never give someone shit for trying. Like, and certainly April Fools is an opportunity for, you know, businesses and money makers to have people look at their products. And if it's done in a clever way, then, you know, it's just good marketing. But you know, some companies just shouldn't, and only if it's like a really good idea. But laughter and jokes and tricks and pranks, they're all subjective. Like there's just such a spectrum of like hilarity in the world, and so it's like really difficult to like gatekeep April Fool's comedy. So like I won't like try to be like, man, I wish everything was like the weird shit I love, because not everybody wants that. But I just wish there was maybe more of it. And since there really hasn't been, I feel like it's not really that big of a thing for me. Like, it's not something I look forward to.
It would be so funny. I want to follow around with the camera the dude in like just has maybe like a regular kind of assembly line job in like Pittsburgh or something, like some part of Pennsylvania.
Right.
Just like some in between town in Pennsylvania. And he sees the blue macaroni and cheese ad and he fucking loses it.
Yeah.
And he goes around to everyone he works with and he's fucking, did you see this? Blue macaroni cheese.
And his Instagram post is like, not feeling blue today.
Yeah. And he loves it so much. Yeah. I want that.
And the thing is like, obviously something like that would be like a huge deal to a lot of people. Like, they would go out and buy that. Like, that would be sold out probably pretty quickly.
Oh, like if they really made it and it wasn't
if they really made it. Yeah.
But that's not really a joke. That's just like let me make a limited edition thing to get a couple bucks from it.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, I think that that's the other thing. Like, because I feel like, don't you feel like there are people, because we're comedians, because we write jokes and do funny shit for a living, that do you have people that like expect you to like do something for April Fool's Day? Like automatically everybody who's funny has to put out a funny April Fool's thing. Do you feel the pressure of that at all?
I feel like if you're a fan of mine by this point, you know that I'm not going to do that.
Exactly.
And that's specific to me, but I do think that exists for other people, especially if you've done it like every other year or something like that. It's not nice as an artist when people expect anything out of you, I guess.
But I mean, people probably listen to your stand-up or like watch the videos we've been in, or have seen the things that we've made that are like ours, and would probably be like, man, like this, I wonder what it's like to be their friends. Like, I'm sure they prank each other all the time. And it's just like,
these guys are always getting pranked.
Yeah, you guys are always like pranking each other and shit. And it's like, no, like maybe some people do, and that's cool, but like, we don't really do pranks, and we don't really do like, I guess there's just like
an assumption.
you get to an age where you're like, these are my friends who have been with me for as long as they've been with me, and I don't like, I would rather make them laugh in a different way rather than make them feel some kind of way, like whether it's a lie or whether it's like, I don't know, some kind of trick. Like, I'd rather
Yeah.
not trick my friends.
I think it's all it's wrapped into your personality type.
Yeah,
Like there's a
exactly.
personality that needs to be able to make their friends cry or pull down their friends' pants
Right,
to
right,
make them,
right.
for something to happen. No,
And
we're
then
not.
and then if you like let's say you come up with like a really fun April Fool's prank.
I'm pregnant.
I remember at SourceFed we used to like rack our brains trying to figure out some kind of fucking April Fool's thing to do every year.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like so forced and so like just because we're all comedians, like we have to do this. Like it's just so, and I remember the one I really wanted to do that I pitched for years, and I think they finally did it like towards the end of SourceFed. But my idea was we have the editors do the SourceFed videos and the hosts edit
Yeah.
the
Uh-huh.
SourceFed the video. So it would be
Yeah.
like the jobs reverse.
I
So it
think
was
they
like,
just did both.
yeah, they just did that anyway for normal anyway.
Yeah.
But there are some editors that like didn't want to be on camera, and there were certainly hosts that didn't want to edit. So that I felt like that would have been like a fun thing, but I don't know if they ever really did it. But the point I'm trying to make is like even if you come up with like a fun April Fool's idea, and then it, like, let's say it works, like everybody loves it, it's funny, and it was such a good one. Oh man, what a good one! You fucking, oh my god! Then it's like the next year you gotta like outdo yourself. You gotta like do it
Yeah.
again, and then you gotta
Uh-huh.
do something bigger this time. And it's like,
Yeah.
how much bigger can you possibly get? And
Yeah.
that's an area I don't really want to do. Like, I don't want to have to outdo myself, just because it's like something based off of a shock or some kind of like trick.
Yeah. Dude, a lot of people I've talked to comedians about the attitude that you have to outdo everything that you've ever done. And even like as a YouTube person or a TikTok person or whatever, it's like you have something that blows up, and then it seems like the way things work is you have to make a slight adjustment to that thing that worked
Yes.
and do that, but better than the first time over and
Right.
over and over and over again, rather than like, I'm a creative person. I feel like making this one day, I make that one day. It has to be
Right.
like what they might call a nuanced take on the familiar.
Yeah.
And that with April Fools specifically, it's almost like if you're like a buck the trend type person, you don't want to do something on the same day everybody else is doing it because it feels like expected and
Right.
and
Right.
yada
Exactly.
yada.
Exactly.
Overall, like I like to take a back seat and I like to look at all the zany things
Yeah.
that people do, and I'm like, everybody's having a good time, but I'm not gonna be like, it's, I don't know. I can't even think of a good hypothetical right now to tell you the truth.
Dude, like I'd say I'm more aligned with your thought process, which is I will observe what everybody's up to, and I'll sit back and enjoy it, because that's what social media is. It's just like a stage, and you're just like watching all these people do their tight 140 characters, and
Tight.
you're like and sometimes a little tighter, sometimes a lot looser, but you
A lot of people dropping a loose too.
It was a little bit of a loose too, yeah. How'd I do? Yeah. It was like a loose 3. But yeah, a lot of I certainly wouldn't want to discredit or discount, or I'm trying to figure out what the fucking word is, but I don't want to. I want to encourage comedy. Like I am my life is about trying to make people laugh and encouraging laughter. So it's like, that's my thing. So if any kind of thing is encouraging laughter, then I am 100% for it, unless it's like, some evil thing, or has some other motive that's based in some evil, selfish things. But yeah, I feel like I want things to be funny. So
Yeah, it's
but
good.
again,
Like,
I just haven't really laughed my ass off at an April Fool's joke, really.
Yeah. I think that's the thing, is that it's supposed to be at somebody else's expense, which is like, it's kind of sneaky and mean-hearted. Especially if you were made fun of a lot as a kid, you don't really want the joke to be on you anymore. You're like, I lasted past that age. I don't want to have jokes played on me anymore.
Did you ever work in a like a cubicle style office where people aren't making eye contact, entertainers?
Yes.
Were you ever around for like someone's birthday and they would like do weird things to their desk or something? Was anybody fun enough to do that at your place where there were cubicles and shit? Sir. So this was a real boring place. The one that I worked at, they like printed out some other employee's face and they cut out their face and then like stuck their face like to every like different sizes and of that person's face, just like covering the entire cubicle. And then like months later they would like open up a book on their shelf and like a big cutout of the employee's face would like slide out of it. And they'd open a drawer and underneath all of the crap was like a stuck face down there, good bit. And that was fun. And it was fun when they would do that. Especially when it was like in environments where you were like, shh, you gotta be quiet. Everybody's doing their work. So shut the fuck up. So it's like really fun when people let loose like that. I think April Fool's kind of does that.
Dude, we used to do stuff. I'm remembering now, we used to do stuff senior year. And we did dumb shit in college. I've told you about how the intramural baseball team used to drive around other campuses with a bag. One night we were in Boston. We were at Tufts University, and we had a bag of water balloons at night. And we were just launching water balloons at people walking back from the library at night during like finals. With all their fucking books and shit. But that's not really a prank. That's like, you're wet at night now.
Yeah, that's really
like fun,
you didn't expect to get wet right now.
Yeah, that's only fun for one group of people.
Right.
And then I remember senior year in high school, there was like, if you were a senior and you stayed in school during like senior skip day or whatever, it was like you would have to do a prank, or there was always one big senior prank. Like I remember other schools would like let gerbils out into the halls.
Oh, sure.
But we were always doing stupid shit. And I remember one senior prank day, because we would get each other instead of like getting the school. Because we're like, fuck this place, we're gonna get each other. So we would saran wrap. I forget what I think we would saran wrap cups of water around our friends' cars and completely like mummify the cars. But was it water or was it was like you had to, because to get it out, if someone saran wraps your car, you could cut it and it could be easy. And you just pull it apart and it's a mess, but you cut it. But we would saran wrap, it was like cups of something. So they had to like unwrap it and like take the cups out so they didn't spill. Yeah, it was either pee or water.
It's a little different.
Before we would saran wrap it, we would dump styrofoam peanuts we would fill the car with styrofoam peanuts. Wow. So once you would get all the wrapping off,
you'd still have the like, peanuts.
Yeah, still a car full of peanuts. Good bit. GB.
You ever heard about I never did this, but there was like, and that's really creative, by the way. The idea that like
we just stole it from the older kids. We never thought of anything.
Yeah, that's really good, man. I was too afraid to be involved in pranks, and I think the people who did that knew it and didn't invite me to do pranks. So instead, I just like watched TV.
Yeah, that's fun.
But but have you heard of, yeah, sure, certainly.
You ever see Impractical Jokers?
Oh yeah, that's great. I could watch people have pranks. No, pranks didn't exist in the 90s. Pranks didn't start until the early 2000s. But sorry, that's my warning that we're getting close to the ads.
That's my phone's vibrating.
There was that prank that was like tape a fish into the engine block of someone's car, like tape a fish, like stick it in there with like electrical tape, and inside, like put your hand behind the tire or something, or the wheel well, and just like tape a fish in there, and then for like months and months and months they're just gonna have like a rotting fish.
Oh yeah, dude, I think Zoya put fish in somebody's car. Yeah, I think somebody cheated on someone or broke up with someone, and Zoya and her sisters put a bunch of fish in their car.
One time,
just like under their seats and shit during the summer.
Oh, man. I mean, that's a smell that doesn't come out.
Yeah, she put a whole seal in someone's back seat once.
One time, my dad and his brothers, they gave me a package to give to a man that was across town, and they told me to watch the man open it before I left, and I didn't know what it was. They didn't tell me what it was, and when I delivered it to the man, it was a dead rat inside of a newspaper. And the man started crying, and I was like, I guess this isn't a joke, and then I left, and I told them what happened, and they were like, good job, mijo, here's $10. And then that was my birthday.
So remember before when I was like, why do you think, did something specific happen? That's that.
Anyway,
from here on out, your little kid brain associates pranks with like, well, there's a dead rat somewhere. That's what that means.
Right. And so I just better stay out of it. And
you
the
know
weirdest
mac and
thing
cheese
was
puts a dead rat.
The crazy thing was, like, maybe about 2 or 3 weeks later, there was a man. They reported a murder of a man on the news, and it really did look like that guy I gave the package to. So
I remember this one prank my Italian uncles made me do, where I had to put this horse head in this guy's bed.
Where I had to fill these like buckets with wet cement, and I had to rush them to the docks.
We call them pranks.
They said it was just to scare the guy.
We got this one guy real good. We buried him in the end zone of Giants Stadium. And we got him real good. We bamboozled him.
I guess this guy, I guess he really loves the desert. So we took this guy to the desert, and they said he likes to go on long walks. So stay in the car with the air conditioning on. And he plays a hide and seek game. My dad said it could take years for us to ever find him again. And so when they came back to the car, they said that we couldn't find him. He's just too good. And then we went home.
I remember my uncle's buddy owed him a bunch of money, so he told me to go to his house and prank his knees with a baseball bat.
One time my dad said, I need this guy dead, and he gave me a gun and told me to prank him in the head with it.
Jesus Christ.
They were just pranks, Mike. We were kids.
It was a different time.
All right. So in the last episode, we didn't really do any history roads. So I was hoping we could just get to the ads, because, it helps the show, helps you guys. And, it's all good. And so we should just maybe do that. And then we could just like jump into a bunch of history roads and just have a good time with our listeners. How about that?
I think that sounds great. I think there are a lot of people in the inbox who deserve their voices heard. Mm-hmm. And I also think that everything I just said, again.
Here. All right.
Dude, you have this gift for choosing ad-free music.
Thanks, man.
You're
really
like the
did
girl
find...
talk of ad-free songs.
I'll take it. The girl talk of finding YouTube free advertising we
Yeah.
don't have to pay for, but get
Yeah.
dinged for on YouTube. Hey guys. Hope you're enjoying the show so far. I know I sure am. Let's talk about a company called Feetures. Now, Feetures is a really great company that provides something really nice. Stuff for your feet that make your feet look good and feel good. I've been starting to go on these hikes and getting out in the open because I've been in this box for too long, and getting some fresh air and nature and shit. And I've been consciously choosing Feetures for my hikes so that I can have the best like foot support, ankle support. Like, it just feels so good. They feel like they're tailor-made for each one of your feet, and they actually are. They were anatomically designed to conform to the left and right shape of your foot, creating a custom-like fit that keeps the sock in place so you can focus on your workout. Every step is cool, dry, and comfortable. You don't get them sweaty feet unless you got something medically wrong.
Which you should check out. Everyone should check out.
Definitely check it out. Love self-love, love health. And I'll tell you, they're just the best kind of... I mean, you don't think about it, socks, really, until you put on a pair that you feel like was meant for your feet and not just for mass production in a retail store. So, and here's the deal. Feetures is obsessed with making the perfect sock, and you'll quickly become obsessed with their socks too. You can support your feet with that anatomical design and targeted compression. It feels like a hug on your foot. It's so nice. And they're engineered to help you achieve your best every day, whether you're working out or on the go, preventing it from bunching, slipping, sliding down into your shoe. And there's a lifetime guarantee, guys. Feetures are so durable and long-lasting that if you're unsatisfied at any point, they're going to give you a replacement pair. No questions asked. Don't worry about getting a question asked. They're guaranteed to be the best socks you've ever worn. And guys, it's a family-owned company. How cool is that? There's more info on that. But you can go to the site yourself and check it out. You know what that is? It's feetures.com/dynamic. That's right, feetures.com/dynamic. And you'll get $10 off your first pair of Feetures. That's $10 off! And they're so confident that you're going to love them. Oh, man. That you should just check them out.
And that's how confident they are.
And that's how confident they are.
And that's how confident we are. I'm legit wearing Feetures right now. I
There
can
you
show
go.
you if you don't believe me.
You don't have to do that.
And they're awesome. I felt the exact same way. It's like you're a little kid, you have one kind of sock, and they just go on and they're like, I'm not going to say the brand name because you don't do that inside the ad for another brand, but they're generic. You know, you put them on, and then you put on this sock, and it's like a little suit for your sock.
That's
It
right.
feels nice. A little suit.
It's like it was tailor-made for you.
Yeah.
So we fully endorse Feetures, so check them out at feetures.com/dynamic. Get that $10 off your first pair of Feetures. Thank you so much, Feetures. You know what I love to put in my tea, Mike?
Let me guess. Is it your foot?
No. Hot water.
That was my only guess. Oh,
I like to put hot water in my tea.
That's good. That's good.
But do you know what I like to put on my peanut butter and jelly sandwiches sometimes?
That's your foot.
No. Jam. Strawberry, usually. I love strawberry jelly on my peanut butter sandwich.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
You know what I put on top of my oatmeal, though, Mike?
Your foot.
No, honey. I like to put honey on my oatmeal, and I'll tell you what. Honey ain't the only thing you could...
Your foot.
Honey is not the only thing that you can put on Oatmeal is not the only thing honey goes on. Honey is also a wonderful service.
You
We've
trying to
talked
say
about it. We've talked about it.
browser extension?
Yes. Thank you,
You can
Mike.
put it on your oatmeal and you can put it on your browser.
Listen, we've talked about honey before. This isn't a surprise. You guys know what honey is. But for those of you that don't, and for maybe those of you that need a little bit of a refresher, let me put it this way. We all shop online. We've all seen the promo code field when you're buying something and you're like, darn it, what is the code that goes in there? I don't know it and I don't want to go searching for it. I don't have time for that. Well, guess what?
It's usually Banter, though.
It is on everything. Just try it.
Nine times out of 10.
Guys, honey will search the internet for you for coupon codes. So you don't have to look ever again. It's a free shopping tool that scours the internet for promo codes, applies the best one, and it finds to your cart. And Honey supports over 30,000 stores online. They range from sites that have tech and gaming products to popular fashion brands, even food delivery, guys. So imagine you're shopping on one of your favorite sites. Hey, and when you check out, the Honey button drops down, and all you have to do is click Apply Coupons. Isn't that nuts?
Yes.
Let's think about that for a second. Isn't that nuts?
Give me a second. Yes.
Isn't that nuts?
Yes.
Isn't that nuts?
Yes.
Isn't that nuts? Isn't that nuts? Isn't that
Yeah.
nuts?
Yeah.
Isn't that? Guys, I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
Yes.
Your
Honey will apply the coupons in seconds, and it will find the things for your site. And if it finds a working coupon, guess what? You just watch the prices drop. Mike and I have used Honey so many times. It's hard to remember all the things that it's just like, once you have it, you obviously need to, you click it to find the coupons, but it
becomes part of your
nature.
Online shopping routine.
Exactly.
Dude, I've gotten cool camera accessories with it. I've gotten Zoya some workout clothes and some shoes.
Yes.
And it's always there, and I always forget it's there, but it's like we used to say back in the day, it's like a helpful friend with a wallet full of coupons, and they're always there and they always hang out, and it's never a burden, and they're cool with those times where you're just quiet for a little while. That's what kind of a friend Honey is.
That's right. And it's not just Mike and I that Honey has helped. I'm talking about over 17 million members, and it saved them over $2 billion collectively in savings. So think about all the money you could be saving by getting a free service from Honey. That's right. It's literally free, and it installs in a few seconds. And by getting it, you're doing yourself a solid, and you're supporting Mike and I at the Dynamic Banter podcast, a HeadGum show. And I have never recommend something that I do not use, and that's the dang honest truth. So why don't you get Honey for free at joinhoney.com/banter. That's joinhoney.com/banter. Get the dang thing and start saving some money, and then thank us later.
Steve's really big on getting thanked.
Does he?
So you're going to make sure you thank us later.
Last but not least, Mike, I'm a plant daddy, and I'm not afraid to say it. I've got a Monstera plant. It's out on my balcony. I adjust it so it doesn't get direct sunlight, because that's one of the things that it said when it came with the card that gave me all the instructions. I'm talking about Bloomscape, which is a really, really cool delivery service that can send you beautiful plants, house plants that you can watch grow, and plants make you feel so alive and responsible, and it's like you're keeping this beautiful thing alive, and it helps you while you do that, and it's just this nice symbiotic relationship relationship, and I'm having so much fun being a plant daddy. I'm going out there and watering it twice a week and spraying it down, spritzing it because it's a tropical plant. And, you know, it just seems so happy, and it's so calming and nice. And the weather's been getting so nice that it's like really great to just sit out on the balcony and just kind of like sit with your plants and breathe in the nice oxygen and all that good stuff. Guys, I could go on and on and on and on and on about how great it is to own plants. And I'll tell you, I'm ready to say good riddance to being stuck indoors. But as excited as I am to get outside, I'll tell you what, keeping those plants safe and having a green thumb, I'll tell you, that's why I love Bloomscape, because they make it easy to find the perfect plants for your space and keep them growing all year long. Bloomscape delivers healthy plants right to your door, plus all the grow-how you need to help them thrive. You can find the perfect plants for your space, whether you've got tons of light or hardly any. Thousands of people have already upgraded their spaces with beautiful indoor plants from Bloomscape, and now Bloomscape is taking it outside with their new outdoor bloom kits. Mike, what did you get?
I got a baby palm, and it sits right in the corner. And you know how I hate a bare corner. Now I come home, I look at the corner of the room, and it's right next to our lamp and our table. And instead of just where two walls meet, it's this nice little baby palm tree. And it makes me happy every time I look at it.
And see, that's kind of the beauty of having like a nice plant in your home. It's just this living thing that wants you and needs you, and you need it and you want it. And I'll tell you, some about these new outdoor bloom kits from Bloomscape, they're exactly what we need right now. It's the easiest, most convenient way to get growing. You can shop a variety of young plants, accessories, tools, and supplies, everything you need to get your patio or porch springtime ready. Bloomscape's patented shipping technology makes them one of the few who can deliver happy, healthy plants of all sizes across the US. And Bloomscape will ship at the perfect time to arrive after the last winter frost, so your plants grow healthy and strong. And they've got their bloom kits that are completely customizable. You can mix and match sizes and colors. And since no two plants are alike, Bloomscape makes it easy to filter plants by how much light or attention they need. Guys, if you're on the fence, get off and jump into the Bloomscape train. You can get 15% off plant orders of $100 with the promo code BANTER at bloomscape.com. That's 15% off plant orders of $100 or more at bloomscape.com. bloomscape.com. Promo code BANTER. Check it out. Just go look. It's a nice site, a lot of nice plants. Trust me, there's going to be a plant there that you're like, oh man, I can name it Cecil, or I can name it Mortimer, and it could be the DB plant, and I can keep it in the corner, or I can name it Mike or Steve. You could do all sorts of fun things that you want.
Depending on which
your
one
plants.
of us it looks like.
Which one does it remind you more of? But yeah, go check it out. Bloomscape.com, promo code BANTER. Thank you, Bloomscape.
Great job, Steve.
Thanks, buddy.
The ads.
I appreciate you.
Great.
All right. You ready to jump into some history robes?
History robes. I think somebody's trying to call the front desk of the hotel.
History.
Somebody scream.
Aiden sends the shortest history road saying, good morning, Mike and Steve. Aiden.
Thank you for that. That's great. It's very nice. Thank you. Good morning. And and also on to you.
This next history road is apparently a Jim Henson-tory road from Navashra.
Navashra, the state?
Las Vegas, Nevada. Says, salutations, you dreamy pip pops. It's Navid again, or Squimbo for the BBs who know me from TikTok.
Hell yeah. What's up, dog?
I'll keep it brief since you know how much everyone loves and appreciates you, Himble Bridge. I have 2 Leal history roads because I don't really think the first one counts. This is my history road about a Neil Gaiman / Jim Henson Company collab movie Steve may not even know about. I know about it. I know about Mirror Mask. Talking about Mirror Mask.
Mirror Mask pictures.
I remember Mirror Mask. I was really excited about it, and I don't remember it being good. He says, short and simple, it's called Mirror Mask. And even though it might not necessarily be a good movie, it's genuinely my favorite movie of all time because to me, it almost perfectly captures what dreams are like. I won't spoil too much, but it's basically like if you mashed up Spirited Away with Coraline and made everyone British. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend it. I'll watch it again. It's been a while. I hold.
Come out?
I want to say like 2004.
I could get a Mirror Mask on Etsy right now for $117.
Is that no? Type in Mirror Mask Jim Henson.
Mirror Mask.
That's not it.
That's the only one I'm interested in at the moment because this is an insane thing.
Mike, you leave your bedroom out of this.
Dude, imagine if you went to like a bar and there was loud music playing and there was like disco ball effects and you looked up and this person was just spinning in the sky.
And screaming. Where's that screaming? What the
Somebody
fuck?
turn up the music.
Is this the Scream mix? Second history road is blank is my favorite blank joke I made in real life and not on the internet this time. My family plays this game called Quiddler, which is like if Scrabble was a card game. A person goes out or wins the round when they can form a word or multiple words with the cards in their hand. My cousin went out with the words no, touch, and mummy. So I said, don't touch the mummy is my favorite Blue Oyster Cult song. And everyone laughed, and now I'm famous. I
got a fever.
Love you, BBs. Have a great day, and shout out to the DB Discord 2 times. All right. Caitlin sends an email saying a home run blank is my favorite blank. Okay, we'll see. I was discussing the file formats with my boyfriend, and we got the difference between a JPEG and a JPEG 2000. I said JPEG 2000 is my favorite member of Outkast. Thanks.
That was great. That's a home run.
That is definitely a home run.
Dude, my friend Dustin texted me one this morning.
Oh, hell yeah.
Home.
Let's have it.
He goes, any chance my blank is my favorite blank? Any chance this is blank is my favorite blank worthy?
Okay.
He goes, trying to rent an Airbnb for Amy's birthday weekend. Amy's his wife. Her. Okay. It's on the water. Decor is my dream. And there's a fire pit. I just want to have cute dinners, have sex, and read in the sunshine. LOL. Me.
That's not a lot to ask.
Yes, me. Sex in the Sunshine is my favorite HBO series. So very nice, Dustin.
Yeah, great job.
Very well done. Everybody's doing great. I like how sometimes you breathe like you're just real tired. Like, hi. What else?
Got another 10 minutes of this shit. David sends an email.
It's weird to have 3 middle names like that.
David. Triple D sends an email saying, blank is my favorite blank. Let's try this again. Uh-oh. Hello,
Did
Mike.
we hate the first one? I'm sorry if we hated
We
the
might
first
have. My name is David, and don't you worry about reading my last name, as Mike has already made stickers with my last name on them and distributed them nationwide.
Did I?
Horny for those stickers, Mike. Thanks. His name is David Bono.
Oh, fuck yeah. Yeah. For
He says
sure.
he's a 28-year-old born boy from the Slate of North Carolina. I was going to share a fun history road about my Hello Tushy, but Mike decided last week it would be a big no-no.
Oh, great. I'm glad now we're at this impasse.
So instead,
dude,
this guy's pushing it. So instead, I will share my "this is my favorite that" moment with you. I was re-listening to an older pod, and during the ad read, Steve proclaims, "They're going to make you look goo and feel goo," talking about MeUndies. Mike chuckles and says, "Luke's goo." I automatically said out loud, "Luke's goo is my favorite Star Wars Galaxy's Edge beverage."
Great. That's great. And if you didn't piss me off so goddamn much for the first 2 minutes of that, I'd be raffle on the floor Lavelcopter right now.
He said, "No one laughed. I was alone in my car." Anyway, thanks for all the years of fun and laughter. Keep being horny, Mike and Steve. I hope Fortnite keeps bringing you good times with the boys, always. I know a game and a gag with my friends does for me. Best, David. Yeah,
nice. Thank you, David.
Life-saving is what I would call our sessions of playing Fortnite.
Yeah. I haven't been able to recently, and I've missed it.
Yeah, we've been missing you, man.
But also skill-wise, I'm better when I don't play for several days.
I believe in that. I believe in God.
Good. That's important.
Jesse sends a history road, blistery toad. Hello, my favorite BD boys. My name is Jesse. Fuck you, Jesse Stillwell. JK. Ha ha ha. Anyway, I'm horny for both of you.
See, dude, I'm gonna be 100% honest. I'm a little hot off the jump. Hot.
It is a
off
little
the
hot.
jump. That's 2 in a row.
Yeah.
A little hot from the start.
Yes, agreed. I'm horny for both of you and just had to write you in my favorite bit that rhymes with blistery toad. Please tell the mummy, E.T., and
How much?
Jonathan, I say hello. How much love to you? Much love. How much?
How much?
Much love to you. And
great.
Thank you all for the laughs you provide. It is noble work. Also, once I almost died while driving because of those damn fart sounds. Tiny fart. All right, he slowed it down at the end, and that was
we're back to neutral.
Yes, great job. Thank you for that.
What if he was like, "Fuck it, still one more time"? By the way, before I begin.
That's it. Hold me back, Mike. Hold me back. Anna sends an email saying, "History Road in it. Hello there, Lee boys. My name is Anna, and I'm a 19-year-old two-horn honk bonk girl from Plymouth, UK. I've been meaning to write yous one of these here emails for the longest time now, and finally got around to it. This March marks a year since the UK was first put into lockdown, and after a lot of uncertainty around university, I ended up working as an e-commerce packer for a local family business."
How much?
Dude, after recording that pathetic horn in a studio, so the producer was like,
The work can be quite mundane, but you chuckle masters never fail to brighten my day. Also, I think my coworkers think I'm a bit insane. Because sometimes y'all catch me off guard. So thanks for that. I'll send any therapy bills to the Valleyfolk P.O. box or something else. Something, I guess. By the way, apparently there's a bunch of stuff for us at the Valleyfolk office. I haven't been there in a bit.
Well, fucking, you got your science juice, so fucking go
I know, I'm ready, man. I'm ready. Dude, yeah, I got my Johnson & Johnson, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. I forgot to talk about that.
Non-spawn.
And by not this next episode, but the episode after this one, stay tuned, baby. I'll keep this one short and sweet, but overall,
by the next step, if you couldn't see Steve, he was twirling around nunchucks.
Yeah.
By the next episode,
How much?
About $20. I know you're. I know what you're gonna ask. No, I don't have a second set. I don't have a second set. All right, I'll keep this one short and sweet, but overall, thank you. I'd definitely be less happy without you two sending the most socially distant hugs. Sending the most socially distanced hugs to you from across the Atlantic. Peace and love, Anna. P.S. Shout out one time to my friend Angel and boyfriend Andreas, who I've been pressuring to listen to you both, and I think I'm getting there. I will continue my indoctrination efforts. Thank you, Anna.
Thank you so much, not only for listening, but for trying to get your friends on board. Oh, we really appreciate it so much, especially listening from so far away. That's real nice. Steve just remembered he had a tongue. And he's not quite sure how to
Ben Campbell comes in with a vasectomy road. He says, hello, Mike and Steve. Hello, Mike and Steve. Earlier this year, my wife and I decided we were done. We decided that we were done having kids and thought it would be best to permanently remedy that from potentially ever happening again by myself getting a vasectomy. All right. Very responsible of you. You had enough kids. That's nice. In December, I went under the knife, and with a few hiccups, the procedure is completed. What hiccups are we talking about here? That's
did you hiccup or did the doctor?
Sorry, I've got the hiccups. Anyway, let me cut your balls. No. How many guys do you... His eyes go cross.
The cartoon. like a drunk guy fucking pruning fucking hedges.
How many guys say... How many guys do you think ask the doctor if they can make their penis bigger while they're down there? Hey doc,
you can't do anything for you. April Fools, dog. April Fools.
Anyway, you can make my fucking dick bigger.
Please, yes.
Please, God damn it, I'm I'm insecure. Please.
Dude, what if this fucking poor guy did it?
I went under the knife, and with a few hiccups, the procedure is completed. They sent me home with some papers that said, after 90 days, I need to bring a fiance. No, I need to bring in a specimen to the lab for testing.
Today's probably your best.
I'm real on it on the soundboard.
You're the best soundboard performance this season.
Thank you. I'm hoping to get a Boardy Award.
Dude, we should have dynamic banties, and we should give each other awards at the end of every year from now on.
Best soundboard goes to, the nominees are Mike and Steve. best joke. The nominees are Mike and Steve.
I didn't know I was gonna take on this Banty, but
so they needed a specimen to the lab for testing to make sure the procedure worked. It also says the specimen needs to be collected within 2 hours of delivery to the lab and needs to be kept. It needs to be kept warm.
Driving like this.
It's in my mouth. It's in my mouth.
Dude, your ring light in your glasses looking like you're
It's in my mouth. It's in my mouth. Too much candy if I
I got too much sleep.
There's my boys.
You dancing boy.
Bag full of boys.
Nursery bear. Oh God.
Okay, so you need to keep it warm. Knowing that the testing of my seed was time sensitive, I called the urologist's office to make sure someone would be there when I delivered my tiny tadpoles. The nurse answers the phone, and I go into my explanation of who I was and that I needed to deliver the specimen. Without thinking, I say, I just want to make sure that someone knows I'm coming. Oh, man.
It's been.
Dude, I'd be lying. That was great, man. That's great.
There was a slight pause for both of us as we started to realize the double meaning behind what I said. The nurse on the phone does her best to keep her composure, but offers a slight snicker, which sends me into full degenerate laughter from which I never recover. Yes.
Please, I'll be this guy on the phone and you be the nurse.
Okay.
Okay. Hey there. I just wanted to make sure somebody knew I was going to be making my way in with my sample. They told me to get my sample in. They told me to keep it warm. They said I need about, there's only about a 2-hour span.
That's correct.
So I want to make sure somebody is there and ready and knows that I'm coming. I'm about to come.
I just need to make sure someone knows that I've got hot cum. I am on my way to cum.
I'm on my way and
I'm
holding
on my
the
way with
and too
cum.
much into my.
And do you reckon where do I keep the cum if I am on my way?
Can't I just keep it in my balls until I get into the doctor's office?
Should I keep? Yeah. Should I just hang on? Should I keep the cum inside before I get there? So
it's definitely close.
I'm gonna.
Oh.
You want these hot ropes now, or do you?
Dude, I got a bucket of ropes with your name on them, doctor.
Anyway, so he said that they laughed so hard he had to hang up, and he said after a full 5 minutes of laughter alone in my house, I jerk off into a cup and take it to the lab.
Dude, jerking off and laughing at the same time.
Thanks for all the laughs.
Open mic.
Thanks for all the laughs. Big love to you, both of you and your lovely families. P.S. If you'd like to hear the story of the actual vasectomy procedure, I've listed my number below. I promise it's funny. Absolutely not. I don't want.
Thank you.
I mean, you can send us
another. Say what's up?
You can send us another History Road, but I don't want. I don't want to talk about that. I don't feel like it. All right, Mike. What a show. Thank you all for your History Roads. Thank you all for your listenerships. Thanks to Hegam and our sponsors. Thank you for checking out our sponsors. And we really appreciate you. Mike, what do you got?
So shows are starting up again, thank goodness. As soon as I get my science juice, I'm going to start planning some trips. Thank you, everyone. But if I were to give you one to come to in the LA area, we're doing the Friends and Friends crowd work show on April 11th. And you can get your tickets by Venmoing Nightcap. It's NITECAP. I'm gonna have to double check that, but I've been posting the instructions in my story. So follow me on Instagram or look in the, yeah, I know that's my bad. You should have that information. And it's so important too, because only 25 tickets are sold. A bunch of people bought tickets already, but there's still are some left. Sound like a robot for a second. Didn't mean to do that. But I will post the instructions as the crow flies and as this show goes up. And we hope to see you there in Burbank, California. Thank you. Got through it. Made it through. Sorry. Promo code Banter.
All right. Well, what a great show, guys. Thank you, Mike, and thank you, everyone. And please check out all the things Mike talked about. And also every Wednesday on twitch.tv/the Valleyfolk, me, myself, and some guests, and sometimes Valleyfolk and other friends have been playing a game called Jackbox. And it's a show we call Jackbox and Chill. And we play with friends. And Kevin Plackey was the master of ceremonies the last episode, and we had a real good time. He's a good boy. So please check that out Wednesdays at 2 p.m. And that's all I got for now.
Can I say the Venmo thing real quick?
Yes, do it.
So Venmo Nightcap, NITECAP. It's $10 per ticket, but buy your ticket in pairs. Everybody's outside, distance, temperature checks at the door. Everybody wears masks on. And just put the name of the show that you want to see, which is Friends and Friends, or the date of the show, which is April 11th, in the notes. And there's less than 26 tickets available. So that's it. Thank you.
Get in there, guys. You better rush it or you're going to lose your chance, you idiots. And it's the first show in a while that's been out there. All right. All right, goodbye, everybody.
That was a HeadGum podcast.